What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Today we're taking a look at the KV-2 ZIS-6. This is a premium Soviet tank. It's Tier 3, battle rating 5.3, and of course it's purchasable through the War Thunder website, the store website. For 25 bucks, you get 1,000 Golden Eagles, 7 days of premium, and of course this little tank. So, KV-2 ZIS-6, is it better than the regular KV-2? In short, yes, but it's not completely better. And we'll go over some of the issues with this tank. First of all, you'll notice that the general design is not that different from the standard KV-2, the 1939 version, that is available to everyone in the tech tree. You get your standard KV chassis, nothing dramatic there. There are some changes with the turret. You'll notice the armor is gone here on the bottom. There's also kind of a more rounded design, and you do get a small caliber machine gun right here. This is useful in RB tanks, where you can fire your machine gun to see if an enemy tank is alive or dead. After all, in a KV-2, you don't want to fire your gun and wait 20 plus seconds for the gun to reload, because someone else could be alive nearby and they could come around and kill you, knowing you just fired your gun and you're going to be down for a while. So it's a very nice little bonus for a KV-2. So what is good about this tank? First of all, the gun has better penetration. It also reloads much faster. If you look over here on the stock stat card, it shows a reload rate of 21.7 seconds. With my with my crew scaled up, not ace, but you know the next level, I was able to get down to 17.7 seconds to reload. Compare that to the 35.3 seconds reload of the standard KV-2. That's twice as fast of reload rate. That is huge on a tank like the KV-2. It's a game changer. Now, as far as the penetration value, it's not dramatically different, but it is noticeable. Notice that at 500 meters, this round has a penetration value of 154 millimeters at a 90-degree angle. When you compare that to the PB-35 round on the KV-2 1939, you see it has a maximum penetration value of 124 millimeters at 500 meters. So there is a noticeable difference in penetration value, but what I notice more readily is the ease in which it is to fire the ZIS-6 gun. One of the issues with the standard KV-2 round is that it's enormous. It's a 152 millimeter howitzer. Each round weighs 51 kilograms. It's an absolutely enormous round, and when you fire it, there is a rather significant amount of bullet drop due to the size of it and the way gravity pulls it down towards Earth. Meanwhile, with the ZIS-6 round, the projectile mass is only 17 kilograms, and there is a noticeable difference. You don't have to aim as high over the target to combat the amount of bullet drop that is found with this gun. It makes it so much easier to aim this gun. But of course, there are some issues with this gun. Well, it's not really the gun itself; it's rather the turret. And it's same as true as of the standard KV-2. Even though the gun is better, the turret is still the same, more or less. If you look at the turret rotation speed, it's only 4.9 seconds. With my skilled up crew, I was able to get it up to 6.6, which is still not very impressive. You know, a T-34-85 at a similar battle rating is going to be considerably better in that regard. And that's kind of a limitation for this tank. I found myself kind of challenged on some maps because they're so open. You get these enormous maps with large fields, and it's impossible to cover the whole thing. So I found certain maps to be quite challenging in limiting myself to just focus on one small area. Where I found this tank does best is in maps like Poland, city maps, where you can just point your gun down one road and just focus your fire on that spot, rather than trying to watch an entire field of tanks and trees, and you just never know what's going to pop out. So I come around here trying to get anything coming in towards the church, and teammate here is blocking basically all my shots, so I'm not even going to sit here and try to compete for kills with him. I'm just going to push forward up into this next little spot and hopefully something will pop around the corner. It doesn't take too long before an M6A1 shows up on the mini-map just to my right. Just as I peer around this left-hand corner, there's a nice little cheeky spot right over there to the left, where people can shoot in towards me. I'm very cautious about sneaking out there and getting shot. And here he goes. M6A1 is on the outside of this city. It's coming around, trying to come in from behind me. I see this. I obviously can't really engage him with my turret turned to the left, so I'm going to come around basically to the same path as he was and try to shoot him in the ass. That was the plan. Here I have to stop, let my turret rotate because it's so slow. I knocked down the tree, which pretty much gives away my position, as if he didn't know I was already coming around. Here he goes, come around, and boom. He shoots me, he lights me on fire, but I take him out. And there's a chaffee just off to the left, and that's that cheeky little spot where people can shoot towards this little spot. It's kind of a cheeky little annoying spot if you're pulling forward here and you don't realize that they can shoot you through here. So you have to be mindful. The chaffee knows that I'm here. Obviously, he's firing his machine guns, which is pretty much giving away the fact that he's looking at me. So I'm just waiting him out. I'm waiting for him to turn his attention towards someone else. I have a lot of allies towards the middle of the town, so it's just a matter of time before the chaffee will focus on someone else for just a few seconds. That's all I need. Just a few seconds to push up and put a round through him. One shot will take care of the chaffee. It's not a very heavy tank. It's actually considered a light tank in War Thunder. Come on, buddy. Focus. Here we go. And boom! Headshot. You saw me peek out just at the last second, but it was just too late. So now if you take a look at the map, you'll see that the blue team has the majority of the map under control, but the north side is a little suspect. There's only myself and this T-34-85 that's up here, and there's a Sherman up in the upper right-hand corner. And I'm not sure why, but the Sherman's given the T-34-85 a bit of a run for his money. So with this in mind, I go up here and give my guy a hand. If you can, help your teammates, especially when it's one-on-one. You don't want the entire right side flank of the map to go down. And yeah, I'm here, buddy. I got you. Don't worry. And one more shot for good measure. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know? So after taking out that Sherman, I ended up taking out a TU-2 and ended up bombing 2 Shermans, so bringing my total up to 5 kills, and that makes 6 with the Stug. And if you notice on the map, I'm in a pretty good position. Our team has the majority of the map under control, but it's this north side flank that if it goes down, we could be screwed. They could flank us and kill us from the sides, and that's the one thing I want to avoid. So I'm over here trying to use what little turret traverse I do have to shoot basically anything that comes within this narrow range. Where you see this road, that's about where I'm aiming. Anything that comes in there is going to be dead if I can turn my turret fast enough and kill it. As good of a reload as I have, I'm still not quite able to get that shell loaded for that T-34. But the M18 went down. Here comes another tank. Boom! It just goes right through it. I love the shell. It's easy to aim. It goes through almost everything. And I just ping the enemies for my teammates to come on over and help out. Yeah, I'm here, buddy. I'm here. I saved you once. I'll save you again if I have to. This is actually a really good compliment. The T-34 along with the KV-2. This is great. So whether or not this is a good tank to recommend, I'm a little bit reluctant. Come on, KV. Come on. Come on, bait him in. Boom! If you have $30 and you're looking for a tank for grinding USSR tanks, I would not recommend this. Instead, I would recommend the T-34-85. Not only because it's a better tank in almost every regard, it's also a Tier 4. Which means it'll allow you to very efficiently grind Tier 5 Soviet tanks, and it's really a godsend to have a good premium Tier 4 vehicle, regardless of nation. But if you're trying to grind Soviet tanks, obviously a Tier 4 premium Soviet tank would be just ideal. And I would recommend the T-3485. It's got the same BR as this does at 5.3. It's better in maneuverability, its speed, its reload rate, its turret diverse, it's almost everything except for the penetration value of the round. It's not quite as good. See, the top two players are myself and the T-3485. We worked really well together. We kept that flank secure and ended up helping our team quite a bit. If you have any questions about the KV-2, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. Anyway guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, and of course if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care guys.